About so, what can you say about Gloria Okon as it relates to the death of Delgiwa?
I know nothing because, as far as I'm concerned, people started formulating a lot of stories. I'm not saying that Gloria Okon does not exist, but that this happened, the Gloria was linked to Delgiwa death and this and that. I don't know anything about that aspect of Gloria Okon. To me, I think people just fabricated some stories to link that issue to Delgiwa and to link the death of Delgiwa to Babangida and his officials.
Okay, but who arrested Gloria Okon? I think in 1985.
I don't know.
Was it? You're not aware. I mean, you were
I don't
know.
know.
of the SSS.
SSS was not involved in any arrest of Gloria Okon. And I'm sure the Directorate of Military Intelligence was not involved in any arrest of any Gloria Okon.
One of our callers, who is anonymous here, says his father was head of security at the Malam Aminu Kano Airport there in Kano State in 1985, where Gloria was arrested. Mr. Anonymous caller, you're on Skype. Can you please go on?
Yes, what I'm trying to say is, for most of these retired personnel, especially the military intelligence people, lots of atrocities were committed. It would have been more appreciative and more honorable if they come out to say, Nigerians, back then it was military, we committed lots of atrocities, we're sorry, let's move forward and make this country a better one. But when they come out with all these books and try to change narrative to paint themselves as if they were good, then it's an insult on Nigerians. I wasn't too small when some of these things happened, and we saw the way, they even handled some military personnel. All these trumped-us coup charges, all these trumped-off. What did my father did? Was he involved in any coup? No. But they wiped them all out just because you wanted them to do certain things that are illegal, and they stood their ground and said, no, this is not how we're trained. And for the deputy head then of military intelligence to come out today to say, I'm not aware.
SSS.
That's an insult on Nigerians.
But
I'm telling you, SSS. It's an insult on Nigerians.
You're saying it's an insult on Nigerians because you know what your father told you before he escaped the country.
My father told me. I know what I went through. They killed people not just physically but psychologically. They almost destroyed our lives. For what did we do? We were not part of the military.
What happened? Why was your father asked to bend the rules, and why did he refuse to bend the rules? What was he asked to do?
That night, it wasn't just Gloria Okon. There were 4 or 5 other ladies that were caught for the same offense. But instructions came from above, release that one, after the press were already aware. And he said, no, my integrity is at stake here. I'm not going to do that. If we free one, we must free all. That's where the problem started for him. Just because of standing his ground, he was taken out. He was almost killed. He took off from the country. Some of his boys there called him and said, Oga, take off, they're coming. And he quickly assembled us and said, guys, this is what is happening. Don't call me. I'm not going to call you. I'll communicate with you when it's appropriate. And it took us for years we didn't see him. Our education almost went off. My mother, who was also in the military medicals, was also taken out of her job because of that. She was called back almost 7 years after, when all these things died down. So don't let somebody come here and lie to people.
Why do you think your dad, who was head of security then, was asked to give Gloria Okon special treatment? And
instruction from above. You know what I'm talking about.
All right. But General, you're saying you're saying you know nothing about Gloria Okon's arrest. But he said, yeah.
The man is talking about his father was head of security at Aminu Kano Airport in Kano. Was he military intelligence? Was he SSS? Certainly no. Probably his father was immigration or custom. And we have nothing to do with that aspect.
Unfortunately, I can't hear him clearly, and it's so painful.
And everybody.
Okay, he says your father would have been head of customs or immigration.
No,
so
he said head of security.
Head of security, yeah.
SSS.
And he didn't know anything about it. Stories coming out gently.
As head of security in Aminu Kano Airport. Military intelligence has nobody. As head of security in I've been to Kano Airport.
Are you there, Kofi?
Yeah,
I
yes,
said, I don't know.
yes, sir. But the records.
I couldn't hear him. That's just it.
Okay,
I just
hold
couldn't
on. I'll come back to you. But the records
He
say
just said
that
what his father told him.
who arrested and took Gloria Okon into custody, sir?
The man should be able to talk. He said his father was head of security.
No, I'm asking.
I can't
You,
come
I'm asking you, sir. Who arrested and took Gloria Okon into custody on?
I said
on the-
I don't know anything about Gloria Okon issue.
Okay, sir. Brigadier
Because
General
I
Togun.
think the Gloria Okon issue has to do with immigration policy or customs.
Sir, but on 22nd of April 1985, the National Security Organization arrested Gloria Okon, and she was taken to prison. Detention. National Security Organization was the one who arrested Gloria Okon, and you're saying you don't know about it.
Come, I was posted to SSS, which was NSO then, and it was after the assassination of Major General Mohammed as head of state that they established NSO. And NSO was they just took the special branch of police and call it an NSO that time. So all the activities of those people that time, I don't know. I did not get to SSS until August 1985.
Okay, so where were you before?
So if those people did anything,
where were you before then? Since IBB was still in.
I was in military intelligence.
Okay.
It was when Babangida became a president that he posted me to SSS, and that was in August 1985. So if something happened in April by the SSS security, that was NSO, and they are all policemen that time.
Okay. Thank you, Brigadier. My brother, he's saying that the NSO, if they are the ones indeed who took Gloria Okon in, were all police officers. That he on the said day he was
special branch of the police that was called NSO.
Okay, but
the truth is, one military person was head of security at the airport under the Nigeria Airport Authority security, and the police will not enter the airport to arrest somebody who's been charged on drug issues. It is the immigration and the customs that will do that. We all know that. They probably will do their investigation and hand them over to police eventually. But was she handed to the police? How all of a sudden she flew out of the country and they lied that they lied? Probably there's nothing like that. All these things we know. It's like saying Sergeant Shabila, Sergeant Rogers didn't commit any offense. It's like saying Al Mustafa is an innocent person all of a sudden. They do this and get away with it because of the kind of system and country that we are. People forget so easily. People like this should face some kind of justice, not come out and lie to Nigerians.
all right, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Is that still around?
That's late now. It never recovered. I'm telling you. And somebody will come. It's so offensive to me when I hear people talk and lie like this, trying to train narrative. Ganifa Rami is a bad person. Is this, is that. What happened to the C-130 Achilles crash? How did it happen? That innocent officers were wiped out. What happened? How?
All right, maybe
Did they investigate it to today? They just lied to us.
Brigadier General, he's asking about the C-130 Hercules crash. He's asking what happened.
Well, am I the pilot? Am I in the Air Force?
But you
that have to give account of what happened to
no, he's asking if you as the SSS investigated it.
I bet they're not aware.
And tried to apprehend who was responsible for it.
No. These people are being sentimental.
The truth is, IBB with these people committed lots of atrocities.
Okay, there was a plane crash.
And they can't lie because
hold on.
I was not in SS at that time. I was commanding a brigade in Calabar when that incident happened.
Okay.
How can they be asking me now to explain what happened to a plane crash?
Yeah, General, I'm sorry to interrupt you, sir. Was Gloria Okon, to your knowledge, to your knowledge, as long as you know, as far as you know, was Gloria Okon a drug carrier for persons in the Nigerian government?
I don't know anything about Gloria Okon.
Yes, sir. I'm saying, was she a drug carrier for persons in the Nigerian government? You can just maybe
I don't know.
Is that a no, sir?
I don't know about her. And I'm saying that all these stories are just fabrications.
Oh, so you're saying it's possible she was.
Let people go and read Chris Omeben's book.
Okay, sir.
In the hand of God. He mentioned it there. He investigated the case.
Okay.
Ogeleki was there.
All right.
And he put it there that Kyle is number one suspect.
Okay, sir. I just want to ask you. Yeah.
All over the place.
Yeah, I also.
Let them go and read that book.
Yeah, just to clear the
They
air.
should keep open mind.
Yeah, Brigadier
They
General.
should keep open mind.
Yes, sir. To clear the air once and for all, do you have you come across any information that indicates, or are you aware of any information that Gloria Okon worked for persons in the Nigerian government?
I didn't see any document, and I was not aware of anything of that nature.
Okay, so as far as you know, Gloria Okon never worked for anybody in the Nigerian government.
I don't know.